Now here's your opportunity. $29 gets you in the business. But here's your opportunity. Own your own business. And here's the key. If you know any W-2 wage earners, they need the business. Their cell phone, gasoline for the car, some of the food they're eating out. If they're taking a vacation up to New York or down to Myrtle Beach, some of that now becomes a tax deduction, a tax break. If you're a W-2 wage earner, you get no tax break. Leverage your time, your energy, your talents. Build wealth through leverage. Anybody ever eaten at a good restaurant? Have you ever told somebody else about that restaurant? That's all we're doing here, folks. Anybody ever been to a good movie? Now, I saw a movie about a year and a half ago, The Pursuit of Happiness. Anybody ever seen that movie? Pursuit of Happiness, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Now, I've went around the country and I've shared with thousands of people The Pursuit of Happiness. Have you seen it, Boone?
Oh, yeah.
How many times?
Just twice.
Twice? You're lacking, brother. You need to see it more. Okay?
If I can stay out of that rig,
Give Will a little more love. Will Smith needs your money.
Actually, I got the DVD.
You got the DVD?
I waited till it came back to Walmart.
Now think about this. Regal Cinemas, AMC, Carmike, any movie theater's not going to pay you for referring people.
Right.
Will Smith's never cut me one check, and I've referred probably 8,000 people to his movie. United Artists and Will Smith, his publishers, his agent, I've not seen any checks show up. But I have started sharing Waiora. And Stan Charlstein sends me a check on a every 2-week basis. Cost of being a distributor is $29. Now there's a good and better and best way to get started. A good way to start is the $29 and $100 in product purchase. A better way to start is the $29 and a $200 product purchase. The best way to start, if you can afford to, is the Pace Setter pack, the $500 pack. And most of our diamonds today, actually all of our diamonds and most of our emeralds started with the Pace Setter pack. We'll explain a little bit about what that Pace Setter pack is here in just a little bit. But the bulk of the commissions is earned from the organizational commission structure. From the ruby level, actually at a gold, you're paid 7, 8, and 10%. Let me just diagram this for 1 second. Nina, if you would stand up for me. I tell Nina about the business. Okay? Nina gets excited and she grabs a hold of one of these audio CDs and a brochure. You hand this to Barbara. Hand that to Barbara, if you would for me, and you stay standing. Barbara looks at this and she decides, you know what? This looks very interesting, Nina. I think I want to start. I want to get some product myself, and I might even know a few people. So actually, Barbara, stand up for me, please, Barbara. Barbara turns around and gets excited. And Nina, you hand this over to Boone as well. And Boone, you look at it. Stand up for me, Boone. 1 times 2. And Boone does the same thing back here. And they go on and go on. And so stand up, Geneva, if you would. You've seen that. You've heard that. Now you turn around and hand that to somebody back there. And each of you stand up. Here's what's going to happen. I want 4 people from this row to stand up. I want the whole row in the last 2 to stand up for me. Now this is what happens to Nina's organization. Nina got excited. She got excited about an audio CD and she started sharing it with a few people. This little group starts to consume and purchase on a daily basis or a weekly or a monthly basis our fine liner product. Nina earns an override on all that spending. And that's what takes place. Now you can all sit down for me. Thank you for the illustration. And you can keep that. What's going to happen in this diagram is Nina becomes a ruby in the plan, and on her 5th level in the very back, they're buying product and she's earning a full 10% of their purchase on a month in and a month out basis. Now Nina didn't know the people in the back of the room. She just knew these 2. And they each knew a couple. And they each knew a couple. All of a sudden, can you kind of understand and see John Haremza, when he first started, tapped on my shoulder really hard, and I eventually again gave in 15 months later. John didn't know the people I was going to bring to the table. He didn't know who they were. But I got them on the phone with him, and he shared his $10,000 a month story. And they in turn got excited, and they went out and told a few that went out and told a few. Last month, the group did $2.2 million in business. $2.2 million last month. And it's not me. It's God. Seriously here. It's not me, it's what's happened when I got excited about sharing this with about 500 individuals, and 95 of them said, I think I want to try this product, or I think I'd like to pursue this business, even though I had to tap on someone's shoulder for 15 and 17 months, like Greg and Rebecca. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I just brought a guy in from Kentucky. Been dripping on him for 2 years, and he finally succumbed to my pressure. No pressure, didn't go up there with a gun or a noose. I just said, hey, are you ready? Because you know what? I own 14 rental houses in this town, and I am so sick and tired of the rental property business, I could throw up. I'm in debt up to my eyeballs, don't have any extra cash. I need out. And then he asked me the magic question. How can I make 10 grand a month? Well, I figured that out in a hurry.